booties for black girl nerds.
Hi,
I'm
Chalice.
really lovely to
Good.
meet
How are
you.
you?
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for taking some of your time out of your busy schedule. I really, really appreciate it. Awesome.
Thank you for
So,
having us.
no problem. So, you guys are associated with a series that's been around for over 6 years. I want to know, Shuri, one thing that makes your doctor different than the prior ones? And for you, Millie, what is one thing that makes your companion different than the others?
Hmm.
Ooh.
I would say I would say the flirtiness, I guess, maybe sets him aside a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's a little bit spicy.
Spice.
Yeah, but he also, I guess, all the other doctors have had like energy, compassion, curiosity. Like these are like typical doctor traits, and so I hope I'm still encapsulating them.
You
But
totally
he's got an addition of it's just a little bit
Like
cheeky.
flair, like
Yeah.
pop.
a flair. Yeah. I think for me, it's the level of youth within Ruby. I think it's really cool playing my own age, and there's not been a companion that's Ruby's age before, which is really, really cool. And I think with that comes a lot of innocence and a lot of curiosity and a lot of just fun and a whole new way of reacting to these things that we're encountering on. And yeah, it's a completely different energy, I think, this season, which is really cool.
I absolutely love that you mentioned playing a character that's your age. I don't think I've ever heard any talent that related, like, hey, it was cool to actually play my age and not have to be older or younger. That's really cool.
Yeah. It was really fun because you get loads of people that are like, yeah, I play a 13-year-old. And I mean, you played, yeah. Hang on.
16-year-old for a while.
Yeah, so that was cool.
So one of my overall favorite things about the at least I would say in these two seasons is it's going to be the bond, right? Like between doctor and companion. And I want to know, do you guys build on that offset? Like, do you guys like have Sunday fun day? Do you have charcuterie boards? Like, how do you guys build y'all's bond? And because it really translates really well on screen.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, instant.
It was instant. It was very instant. The chemistry and the vibe. The thing is, the schedule is tight on Doctor Who. It's that you're filming to all hours of the day, and then like as soon as you're out of work, you're sleeping to recoup because stunts, a lot of running.
Sunday fun days should be a thing.
Sunday fun days should be.
We should totally.
So if I see you guys posting about a Sunday fun day, I'm gonna feel like
you started. You started the movement.
So I actually watched a recent interview that you guys did, and where they asked you, hey, if you go back in time, what like show or concert you guys would go to? And Millie, you said Amy Winehouse. Shooty, you said Prince. My dad was the biggest Prince fan. I have tickets from 20 years ago.
No.
20 years ago, no, the camera shows it says 2004. I don't know. Does this show? Is it too far back?
Cool.
It's not showing.
No, the line is
no.
It's there.
Totally believe you though.
Wow, that must have been. Are you not jealous?
Old, so it's all like there. It kind of shows now.
Yes, yeah. Oh my god, that's sick.
Oh,
so
your dad
that was really cool to hear you say that. So
here's some stories.
In that space, what is a film that you guys wish you could go back and be associated with? Now I asked Russell this, and I said, "Hey, what could you have written if you went back in time?" He said he would have done Star Wars.
Oh, would he now? I bet he did.
I bet he did.
He's a humble one, yeah.
What would I?
Oh my gosh! Acted in?
Yes,
that's already been. Ooh, Harry Potter. Is that really lame?
Oh.
That's a good one.
Oh,
that's a very good one. Oh my god.
Do that. Think of a franchise.
I mean, just like this show had longevity, so that's a good choice.
Yeah. Oh my god, what was is it Guess Who's Coming to Dinner? No, that's
Silas.
Sydney Poitier's film. Why do I feel like it's called Guess Who's Coming to Dinner?
Anyway,
Oregon Best.
Yeah, that's solid there. I really appreciate it. But I'm getting the wrap, so I definitely appreciate it. But if there's time, last question. If there's anything on the call sheet that when you guys see, it's like I'm excited for this day. Like, hey, I see this on the call sheet. I'm
Ooh.
excited for a time jump, or I'm excited for like a sad emotional scene.
Oh, me. Oh, do you know what? I don't mind a sad emotional scene, you know,
It depends
because
what
it's
mood I'm in. If I'm
fine.
like
Yeah.
giggling, I'm like, oh, I've got to have a breakdown in 2 minutes.
Right.
Yeah,
I
it's
get that.
hard.
But I like them because I'm like, it's easier to do than like
Yes.
I'm battling a monster. I'm battling a tennis ball that is actually the greatest monster that I've ever faced.
Face in your life.
Like
Yeah.
that's easier. But
Yeah, totally.
this or stunts.
Got
Where
it.
Yeah, you like
if
the
I
stunts.
love
Yeah.
a stunt.
I loved all the scenes in Regency. That was what every time we were filming that, I was like, that's gonna be so much fun.
Yeah.
It might have just been me walking up the stairs. And I was
No,
still
I
like,
get-
I'm in that dress, so it's gonna be so much fun.
Awesome. You
Yeah.
guys have been such a delight to talk to. I really, really enjoy the show. Thank you guys so much for speaking with me, and I can't wait to
Thank
see what else you
you.
guys do in your career.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Bye, guys. Have a great day.
Love your publication as well.
Thank you. Okay, awesome. Hi, Russell. My name is Chalice. I'm with Black Girl Nerds. How are you doing today?
Hi, Chalice. Hello. Thank you for talking to me. Hooray.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for giving me some of your time. I really appreciate it.
Oh,
Awesome.
pleasure.
Well, obviously, I have to start with the obvious. You have one of the longest running shows. You're associated with one of the longest running shows of all time. How does that feel?
It feels lovely. It's as old as me. I am as old as Doctor Who, and it's literally been there for my entire life. And it's a great legacy because it is loved by so many people all over the world. And yet, at the same time, legacy sounds boring because I know the fact what they love about Doctor Who is that it's always changing. It's always being inventive. It's always pushing ahead to something new. So I think they'll all come with us, and we just really hope that new viewers come with us. I mean, frankly, if you're 8 years old, I don't want to know that a show is 60 years old. It's like, that sounds terrible. So this is new star, new Doctor, new companion, new channel, new platform, new Doctor Who.
Yeah, and speaking of what you just said as far as the platform, do you feel there's any kind of difference being tied with like Disney and the fan base that alone brings?
Absolutely. It's a joyous alliance with them. It's what we wanted. It's what we went searching for at the BBC. It's made by the BBC in Britain. And this is what we wanted. Now the show gets to drop at the same time in so many countries of the world, and what's more, dubbed into the home languages. So I think it's really important. It's like, for all those audiences, that's going to connect them so immediately. The show's always been sold abroad, but never on this scale, and never with this much attention and focus and love, to be honest. Bless our partners here, they've loved the show, and we're having a really good time selling it because we enjoy it, we love it, we believe in it. So very excited.
Yeah, I think it's really cool to have a project that lasts so long across generations and people just continue to watch and then their kids watch and grow up with. I think that's really awesome. So I think Disney is a perfect place for that.
I hope so. Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah, it seems to be. You found a great home for it. There you go.
Thank
Way to
you.
put it.
We're very happy, and and it's great to see them discovering Doctor Who. My fellow executives at Disney Plus discovering Doctor Who, and they go and look up old episodes, and they read new episodes, and they go, "Oh my God, what's going to happen next?" Really, really fun. It's a good atmosphere.
Yeah, and in terms of the longevity, obviously over 60 years, things have like changed, right? Like there's technology, there's themes that have changed. What do you feel is a constant that has remained something the same in each season? Like there's one thing, no matter what, that we're staying true to Doctor Who in every season.
I think the heart of the show is his time machine, actually, the TARDIS, that blue box that it's bigger on the inside. You know, it's such an impossible idea. It's such a brilliant idea they had in 1963 to invent that time machine. And as long as they tried to get rid of it once in like 1970. He got stranded on Earth for a year and they didn't use the TARDIS and everyone complained. Then they just fixed it very quickly and he got back to traveling in outer space because, but actually I think the heart of the show stays the same. It's such a lovely character. He's not a soldier. He doesn't carry weapons. He doesn't fight. He gets out of situations with his wits and his intelligence and a great sense of humor. And I think that's a lovely hero to have in this difficult world. The world is tough these days, and that is a hero that I want to see striding out there into the future.
That is a fantastic answer. Thank you so much for that. That's actually really great. So there's a particular scene in the first episode that I absolutely love. It's the change in color from being happy and joyous to being a little bit more dull in regards to like maybe with a sadder tone. So I'm kind of interested to know, what is it that you love to write? What, like, is it the magical piece? Is it the time jumping? Like, what's your favorite part to write about this?
Actually, my favorite part is spinning from one to the other. I think life doesn't bracket itself into tragedy or comedy. We can be having the biggest laugh and something terrible can happen. Equally, we can be the sad of circumstances and someone says something very funny and we're laughing. That's very human. So my favorite thing, and I do it in everything I ever write, is what in Britain we call spinning on a sixpence. I don't know if you use that phrase, but it just means turning, changing very fast. So actually, I love it when I'm in the middle of something very serious. And I think it's very much in the character of the Doctor that he can be in a very serious situation. There's a joke he just can't stop himself saying. And equally, he can be heartbroken but equally he can be having a great time and he suddenly realizes everyone's in danger. It's a very volatile show. It's very lively. It's very spirited. And when I'm writing all those things at once, that's when Doctor Who is good, I think.
God, I was like watching this and I was like, I wish I was watching this during Christmas. Like it was just the Christmas theme was just, I wish I was like watching this in December. So
you can. It'll still be on the platform at Christmas. Don't worry. Next Christmas we got another Christmas story, so you can watch that as well at Christmas.
So in regards to like jumping from time to time, I'm very curious to know what is a time frame that in your life personally you wish that you could jump back and be like, man, I wish I wrote this movie, or I wish I was associated with this show.
The movie I will go to 1977 and write Star Wars, please.
Ooh,
I
okay.
remember I was 14 when I went to the cinema and saw that, and it's hard to remember a time before Star Wars because it just felt like all the stories in my head had just come alive, and without that's what science fiction was to me when I read science fiction. It was the big spaceships and monsters and robots, and it's funny to believe that didn't exist before 77. But it did slightly, but what a game changer that was. So I will have that, and I'll have the copyright and the money as well.
Awesome.
Thank you.
My last question. Obviously, there is a difference when you're doing streaming, when you're doing a show versus movie. What do you feel is a benefit to you being able to have this on TV versus having this in a theater?
Oh, I love television. It can be a Sunday morning, it can be a Friday night, you can have a little lunchtime to yourself and you can watch it, or you can arrange to watch it with your friends all at the same time. It's control. That's what I love about it. I want to control when my doctor's appointment is, when the electricity man comes to read the meter, when my Amazon parcel arrives, and now you can control when I watch my television program. So I think I'm so glad that Doctor Who's now on that platform to do that, because we are happy with this choice. It's lovely.
Awesome. Well, you have a really, really good project on your hands. People are going to love this season. I'm really excited for them to see it. Thank you so much for talking with me. I really appreciate your time.
Thank you, Chalice. I enjoyed that. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Well, you have a great day.
Bye. Thank you.
Better shake your booties for black girl nerves. Better shake your booties for black girl nerves.